Here we go. We're gonna rock 5 random. 1, 2, 4. Link right there. Keep going. Link. Right behind the plate. Who's that, bud? I'm good.
Aztecs will boot it away to start the game. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The offense set for a first down play. Hold and fired complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's the danger. You've got a receiver like that. If you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
Lane, come on.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires left. He makes the catch. The offense lines
I think
up
there
at
might
the
have been a
41
piece
with
of
a first and 10.
chicken on the floor that dog. Not chicken, a piece of turkey.
Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Back to throw, it's Dart. He uncorks one deep. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. He's looking to throw it. Release to the back. Finds his man. It's Cooper. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down line.
They're getting this guy lathered up. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, it's plays like that that help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands that you just saw.
Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Caught over the middle. It's Harris. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Come on, bud.
Dropping back, it's Dart. He's got his man. He
Thanks.
will step out of bounds, but not
Come on.
before the big pickup and a first
Come on,
down
get in.
for this
Up.
offense.
Come on, bud. Come on. Up. Come on. Come on, Link. Up. No. Okay.
And the Rebels are rolling down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Lets it fly. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Fast motion from the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's caught for the 2, and they have an 8-0 lead. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bounced. Ball is loose.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Got 4 receivers spread across the field, 3 on the right on 2nd and 4. Motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Dart. He'll take the deep shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Snares it outside. It's Lee. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
On the move, it's Parrish. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and
couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. He'll bring it back. It's Davis. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Comes out throwing on first down. Caught on the outside. It's Watkins. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
To the air, it's Dart. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Looking for a crease. It's Parrish. second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He's looking for an open man on second down. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! Why not double the try total and go for two? He wants to throw it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early. And that pass intercepted.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching you. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. To the air on first down. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Looking downfield, it's Dart. Fires to the middle. On target to the left. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They'll throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Wells. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage. And as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
They'll immediately call timeout. So now on second and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Soft spot in the middle.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To the air. It's Dart. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the beatdown has ensued. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Floating away. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Aztecs decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time.
And these in-breaking routes are so hard for these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
Wide receiver shows motion. Scanning the field, it's Dart. Got his man on the right. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. New set of downs after that completion. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They're going to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On third down, going up top. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one and got it down to the 23.
This guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Back to throw, it's Dart. Unloads to the wideout. Snags it! And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
College football. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Looking for the two-point try.
Oh, of course it is. No, of course it is.
Wants to go up top. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-1. It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Back to pass. It's Dart. A shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He wants to pass it on second down. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he was finding space, and he took it all the way back to the 22.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the field.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. And they get the sack right out of the gate.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Not a chance. Missed it. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Ready to fire from the pistol. To the air. It's Dart. He looks that one in nicely. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right.
Easy. Go. Arrow. Timber. Timber.
He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Watkins. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage total.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Ready up.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Green 25. Logger. Gorilla. Gorilla.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
You know, you're seeing in college football now a spread offense and tempo and air raid. We're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He is...
And the quarterback is knocked
Dude,
down
soccer football
back
was
at the
fucking.
13.
I'm like,
The offense uses
guys out of
the
bounds because in
timeout
high school I'm
15
winding
seconds
that.
left
That's
to
being
play.
wound.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second.
If I wasn't one out of bounds, that I'm just.
Gaucho. Gaucho.
Looking to throw its dart. Pocket starts to collapse. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. It's still
11 yards all game. Oh my God! I knew this was gonna be a disaster when my 5 random picked fucking San Diego State.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
Someone say run the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
He'll set up to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed him to kick it there. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Scumbag,
Almost
fucking
ready
guys,
to kick it
scumbag.
away after scoring the
Seriously,
touchdown.
you fucking scumbag.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. Now rolling to the left. Fires and picked off. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. Well, they say you win a few, you lose a few, and some get rained out. Would have been